And we're back here cooking with Kope. Today we're going to be making delicious arepas, a Venezuelan special. So here's what you need. You need a pinch of salt, harina pan, which is the special dough for the arepas, and then water, and then whatever you're going to put in the arepas. And today we're going to put in scrambled eggs and bacon and onions. And Heidi is going crazy right now because she loves arepas just as much as me. So let's get into mixing the dough. This is a cup and a half of water. And then here's the pinch of salt. I'm just gonna throw that in the water so it dissolves. And now we're just gonna mix in the harina pan, which is a cup of harina pan. So we're just gonna slowly mix this into the water. And then once it's all mixed in, we're just gonna let it sit for 3 minutes. We're gonna form them into little balls, and then put the balls on the pan. And then once they're done on the pan, we're actually gonna put them in the oven as well. So while that's sitting for 3 minutes, we're gonna go ahead and turn on the stove top to medium, and we're gonna put a little bit of oil in the pan. And then we're gonna form these balls and put the balls right on the pan. And you're gonna see that in a second. All right, so our 3 minutes has gone by and our stove's heating up. And so this is sort of the consistency you want for the dough. You just wanna pick up a handful and form it into a ball. And just wanna pass it back and forth into a nice round ball at first. And then once it's in a ball, you kind of want to form it into a patty as if you were making a hamburger or something. And once you have it into a nice even patty, then you can go ahead and place it on the pan. So nice. And then we're gonna do the same thing with the next two. So nice ball, and then even patty here. So if you find that the dough is too soft and you're not able to form these patties, it might be because you didn't add enough harina pan. And if it's too hard to mold, then you may need to add a little more water. So just keep that in mind. Throw this on next. Same thing with this. Nice even ball at first. And then form it into a nice patty. And this is the last one here. So this mix makes it says 5 arepas, but looks like we're only getting 4 because there's 4 big ones. So it was 1.5 cups water and 1 cup harina pan. So let's again, we got a little arepita right here, little arepita. So form it into a ball first, and then push it down, form a nice patty. So we'll let those cook for 5 minutes each side, and then we'll go ahead and put them in the oven to get them nice and crisp before we cut them in half and fill them with the scrambled egg, bacon, onion mix. And while these are frying on the pan, we want to heat the oven to 400 degrees. So let's go ahead and preheat that right now. Get that up to 400 degrees. Start. So that's preheating. And then remember, 5 minutes each side on the pan. And once that's done, we're gonna toss them in the oven to make them nice and crispy before we cut them in half and fill them with this scrambled egg, bacon, and onion mix that we're gonna make in a second. All right, so the arepas have been on the pan for about 4 minutes. And I'm just gonna gently try and move them a little bit on the pan. And so they're not moving yet, so it doesn't appear that they're loose enough to flip yet. So we're gonna wait a minute or two more until you can move them around a little bit on the pan. That means the one side is firmed up enough that we can go ahead and flip them over. So, all right, so it's been a full 5 minutes now, and so as you can see, I can now move them around on the pan. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip each one of them. So you can see right here, it's nice and crispy on this one side. So you gotta make sure that that's nice and crispy before you flip. I'm just gonna flip all these real quick. And see how they're nice and golden brown on one side. And you're gonna let those sit 5 more minutes, and then we're gonna put them in the oven. So while these are pan frying, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut up a half an onion and then some bacon for the scrambled eggs that we're gonna fill these arepas with. Now for the bacon. Crying here. All right, so now the onions are all cut up and the bacon's all broken up. I'm just gonna check on these arepas. So let's see here. Okay, all right, this is perfect. So this is nice and golden brown. That's how you want to see it. So now that the oven's preheated, we can go ahead and throw these arepas in the oven and then fry up the bacon in the pan. Then we're gonna add the onions and the scrambled eggs. All right, so these arepas are good to go in the oven right now. I'm just gonna put them in one by one. So put them in right on the top rack here. The arepita. All right, so they're all in there. Good to go. We'll leave them in for about 5 minutes. Now we're going to throw the bacon in the pan, fry up the bacon right now. Seems a little hot for this bacon, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Let the bacon cook in there a little bit before throwing the onions in there. All right, so once the bacon has been frying for a few minutes, we're going to go ahead and toss these onions in. And then we're going to wait a few more minutes and then put the eggs in there. All right, so I went ahead and cracked 5 eggs into this bowl here, and I'm scrambling them up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pour this on the pan over the bacon and onions. And then I'm just gonna clean up a little bit and scramble these eggs a little bit, and then take the arepas out of the oven, cut the arepas in half, and stuff them with this scrambled egg, bacon, onion mix. Put a slice of cheese in there, and then enjoy some delicious arepas. All right, so the arepas are done. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the oven and take these puppies out here. Test them. Okay, they seem nice and crisp, nice and hard. They're gonna be really hot, especially when you cut them open, so be careful. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and take off this scrambled egg, bacon, onion mix and put this into a bowl. All All right, so we got our arepas out of the oven, and we're just gonna cut one in half. Be very, very careful. It's steaming hot, and we're actually gonna scrape out some of the inside and just put that on the plate right there. Otherwise, we're not gonna be able to fit the stuffing in there. So now I've scraped it out, I'm gonna go ahead and throw a slice of cheese in there. This happens to be Swiss because that's what I had in my fridge, although I have pepper jack here too. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and stuff it with this egg and bacon mix right here. So let's get a good healthy portion of this bacon and onion and scrambled egg mix right in the arepa. And then I'm going to bring in for a closer view, and you can see me enjoy this delicious recipe. All right, so bringing in here close for this arepa. So here's what it looks like as a finished product. Nice and crispy brown on the outside, and the cheese is all melted around it, and you got the scrambled egg, bacon, onion mix in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a whirl. Oh, super good. Wow, that is amazing. Oh my God. You guys have to try this for yourselves. This arepa recipe is amazing. Great Venezuelan tradition here. Oh man, I'm so glad that I have so many great Venezuelan friends that have introduced this recipe to me. Oh my God. And yeah, come over anytime for some delicious arepas. I'll see you next time at Cooking with Kope.